Welcome to SC Custom Designs. We are at the end of the series for Bandsaw Boxes Lessons Learned. I promised you, my subscribers, and those of you who haven't subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe to SC Custom Designs, my YouTube channel. We have 360 plus videos, all done right here, basically most of them here in my wood shop. I have a wood shop here in my basement, and I'm a QA software guy in the daytime, but my passion at night in the weekends, well, it resides here. I have a poly shed also in the backyard. Look up those episodes. So here we are, my friends. We're at the very end. You will see no more from this series. And as a matter of fact, I'm thinking that I won't be doing any more episodes until I start doing some really crazy bandsaw boxes. Please chime in and leave your comments if you've enjoyed following the series. I do apologize for the videos. If you just look at them one after another according to their uploaded date, it'll be sequential. At some point I'll go in there and I'll name them part 1 through, who knows, 15. So we basically, my friends, I no longer have a 4x4 lying here as before, but the bandsaw boxes I've been making have been out of this 4x4 material. Okay, and it doesn't come without its challenges, making these bandsaw boxes out of such pitchy wood as well. So at any rate, I continue making bandsaw boxes for my wife's sewing table, but just to give you some ideas, and this is what the bandsaw box looks like. Up here doesn't matter what it looks like because it's going to be fixed under the table. And here's some ideas of some other bandsaw boxes. Some of them are my original designs, some of them aren't. And you'll know when you see them, except for in the case with this one, where, and it's still not finished. He kind of looks like this when he's more near the ending stages. But I did something like this in the back. All right, but at any rate, that's the coolness of bandsaw boxes. And that's not my design. And what else is not my design? Actually, there's some really fancy ones that I did that folks have put out there. All right, let's end this episode, okay? So we went from a 4x4 to this, my friends. I have HD turned on so that you can really appreciate what this is looking like. All right, and how I finished it was with beeswax and orange oil. A really, really nice product. Okay, so if you do, all right, there's our name inside there, handcrafted by S&C Custom Designs, made with pride. And if you do this right, you're not going to know. Your mind's going to say, how in the world do you do that? This is a 4x4, and you managed to cut all that out of a 4x4. We have a little special treat there in the middle. I did grab a block so that I could explain what it is you're looking at. Okay, essentially, this is what you're looking at. I took this otherwise waste piece that came from the inside, right? The inside, this is one that goes here or here. And I made what they call nested trays, or what I'm calling nested trays. Nested trays, how cool is that? So no waste, absolutely no waste with this, except for your well-placed sawdust in my well-placed face. All right, he keeps getting in here. So essentially, we could take these boxes, and I'll show you. They just fit one into another. That's if I put them in the right way. When you're making your bandsaw boxes, no worries, my friends. They're going to go back together the same way they came apart. That would be in their construction. Everything you're seeing here, they're just going to go back the same way. All right. Clearly, this also went in the wrong way. You can kind of follow the grain. I guess I flipped them all around here. All right, I think you're going that way. And then we get down to this really, really small one. Look, this is my hand, and look how thin this is. That's actually a tray. What you're going to put in there? Well, for now, how about this? Because that was the very end. Okay, so that episode, my friends, was challenge accepted, because I didn't want to go beyond down to this size, but I did. So at any rate, and then you'll see it fits right back in there. Okay, so how I finished it was I finished it with Minwax gray stain, and you can see how this resisted the stain, and this soaked it in. How beautiful is that? All right, so it's all done. It's got that coat of wax and orange oil on it. So I want to thank you for following my series on bandsaw boxes lessons learned. Because boy, do I learn the lessons, especially when you take 4x4s and join them together. You're going to find some other challenges there. One thing that I learned is you don't want to make this too thin, because in the winter time, your humidity levels, and I went, and these are really in the rough, my friends, but I made these a lot thicker. I found that when the humidity levels, and I didn't have this humidity monitor, it's 57 in here now, 57 percent humidity and 70 degrees. I would wager to bet that I was at least down to 30 or less. I really don't know. I'll know next winter because it'll be here. Well, now what we're doing is we're having to take the humidity out of the basement. I highly encourage you, if you don't have one of these units, that you get one. This will fill up twice a day when summer is here. Twice a day, my friends. At the moment, I just empty it at the end of the day before I go to bed. I get up in the morning, I empty it, and that's that. So that's it, my friends. The end of the series. Thank you for coming to my shop. Enjoy your weekends out there, and stay tuned for we do a video a week. In the next videos we're going to be doing will more than likely be over here on the Lee D4R Pro dovetail jig. We have to make tons of things with dovetail construction. So, all right, thanks guys. Take care. God bless. And please stop by often.